I think it goes without saying that Mortal Kombat 1 is not in the best state right now. And I'm willing to bet a lot that you've heard something along the lines of, Mortal Kombat 1 is dead, NetherRealm doesn't care and they're incompetent, it's all over, Tekken and Street Fighter shit all over us. And I'm gonna give my take on how this all happened. Today I'm going to be talking about what the hell happened to Mortal Kombat 1. Before we get started, make sure that if you enjoyed this video, go check out some of my other videos, and if there's anything you want to see me cover in a video, let me know down in the comments below, and if I make a video about it, I'll give you a shout out. And with all that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. You probably expected this, and the first thing we're going to talk about are the microtransactions in the game. The microtransactions in this game are absolutely ridiculous, and I think it's worse than Mortal Kombat 11. Now don't get me wrong, nowadays every single game will have microtransactions. That's just the reality. In every game you're going to have to pay for something. But I think the problem is a $70 base game should not have a Fortnite item shop, or at the very least the currency shouldn't only be buyable, and should be given out in generous amounts to make the grinding more worth it. Another idea I had was getting the currency every time you level up in the game. It shouldn't be that a $70 game should make you pay $10 for one skin. And I think you'd expect to pay $10 for a skin back, not just one singular skin. For those who don't know how this currency really works, about 100 of it equals $1. And the worst one that you've definitely heard of is the $12 fatality. Why? In a Mortal Kombat game in 2024, do you have to pay $12 or any amount of money that should come free with the game? Because fatalities are what you would expect from a Mortal Kombat game, and this is what I think turns away a lot of players from the game and why this game is in a bad state right now. You need to understand that a big portion of Mortal Kombat players, not just in Mortal Kombat 1, but in any Mortal Kombat game, are casual players. When a casual player loads up any Mortal Kombat game, they're usually just wanting to see the gore, fatalities, and just playing the game however they want. And most of them are probably turned off by the fact that fatalities, the main thing they're playing for, costs $12. NetherRealm games have had a history of the player base falling off after about a month or two. This is because I think that most casual players will play the story mode, maybe play a bit of online, then move on to whatever game is coming out next. And look, there's nothing wrong with being a casual fan of anything, let alone Mortal Kombat, but since they take up such a big portion of the player base, I think it plays in factor to why the player base has gone down recently. Another thing NetherRealm has had a history of is their lack of communication. I've been involved in the Mortal Kombat community for as long as I can remember, and this has always been a bit of a problem. Now the first thing I want to get out of the way before I really get into this, for nearly any company in any industry, for social media teams and all that, when they tweet something, they have to get that message approved by numerous higher-ups. Even Ed Boon himself is bound by these rules. But the problem is, does it really take that long to get one message out the door just to let us know what's going on? As a lot of you already know, Mortal Kombat 1 has had issues with desyncing, there's input delay, no connection filter, and the Koth servers are absolutely terrible. Recently there was an update that intended to fix some of these issues, but it actually didn't fix anything, and as far as I know, we got no communication from anyone at NetherRealm about this until about 4 days after. Does it really take 4 days of approval to let us know you know about this problem when the game is in pretty bad shape already and you're planning to implement crossplay to this game, when we really should be asking, is this game even ready for that when it doesn't even have a connection filter? I want you to imagine how much worse these problems could potentially be when you're trying to play with people playing from other consoles and players on PC, and how it'll react to different PC builds. A simple tweet goes a long way just to let us know, and even if it's bad news, communication is the key to a good community. And when you don't do that, it adds a rift between the players and the developers. And Ed Boon has just completely disappeared from Twitter, and it's right when this game is at its worst. I want to talk about something Super and Maximilian talked about, And that is, there's really not anyone watching Mortal Kombat 1, and the viewership has dropped off pretty quickly, like it's struggling to get 1K viewers on Twitch. And that comes down to the fact that I think it's more fun to watch Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X gameplay than Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat X is a very fast-paced game, that goes without saying, and Mortal Kombat 11 can be a bit boring to watch, but in my opinion I like it, and that's the overall opinion, and Mortal Kombat 11 can pick up the pace pretty quickly. Mortal Kombat 1 really is just a pretty slow-paced game and pretty boring to watch. And what a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, want from Mortal Kombat 1 is they want a mode that removes the cameo fighters and is just a regular 1v1. People don't want to play a Walmart tag team. They don't want a team-based game. They want Mortal Kombat, classic Mortal Kombat 1v1, and really, who can blame them? And another thing is the grind and the lack of mode variety. Mortal Kombat 1 has the same problem Mortal Kombat 11 had early on, and that is the grind, but the difference is, Mortal Kombat 11 fixed its grind relatively quickly, while Mortal Kombat 1 hasn't so far. Invasion mode is absolutely brutal, and Mortal Kombat 1 just doesn't have the same variety of modes Mortal Kombat 11 had. You could play Mortal Kombat 11 by yourself. Towers of Time was a lot of fun, and that's where I spent most of my time when playing Mortal Kombat 11. But with Mortal Kombat 1, you only really have online, which still needs a lot of work, or the incredibly grindy invasion mode. And another thing is, there really isn't any cosmetics worth grinding for in Mortal Kombat 1, and that's completely the opposite in Mortal Kombat 11, for the most part. So in conclusion, I think the reason why Mortal Kombat 1 is in such a bad state right now is a combination of reasons. The multiple ongoing problems with the online mode, the microtransactions, the lack of communication on NetherRealm's part, the tedious grind, and the declining viewership are all playing a part with the current state of the game. And with the recent release of Tekken 8, it really isn't looking good for the future of the game, especially with the delay of Peacemaker and delaying the next season. So how can we fix this? I think the most important thing right now is fixing the online mode and giving us better communication. Even if it's bad news, let us know what's going on. The microtransactions really can't be fixed. There's not much we can really do about that, unfortunately. And so that's about it. Tell me what you guys think of the current state of the game down below, and let me know if you have any possible solutions for these problems down below too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go check out some of my videos, and if there's anything you want to see me cover in a video, let me know down in the comments below, and if I make a video about it, I'll give you a shout out. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you.